Hey YouTube, Eric here. I thought I'd make my first video vlog. I currently have a blog set up right now called My Journey to a Perfect Smile. I'm doing this video vlog. Actually, it's my second time doing it because the first one was like 21 minutes long, and apparently you can't upload a video past 15 minutes. So I thought I'd redo it. That I'm making this vlog just to go over my transition so far. I'm going to be going in about 2 weeks now on April 25th, 2013. I'll be going for double jaw surgery. I'll be getting my top jaw brought forward and my bottom jaw also brought forward. So I can tell you I'm pretty nervous about it. I'm nervous and excited because I've been preparing for this for so long. About 2 years ago, I finally made the decision to go ahead and to start this process. I mean, that this is something I've known about since I was a teenager. You know, growing up, I really wasn't in a position, well, I shouldn't say I wasn't in a position, but my parents weren't in a position to be able to spend, you know, 7 grand on braces and then all the extra costs for the surgeon to do the surgery. And, you know, growing up with 2 other sisters, it was kind of tough. So, yeah, just long story short, that I wasn't able to do it. When I got older and I moved out on my own, that I started seeing a different dentist, and at that time, he told me that if I didn't do something soon, that I was going to ruin my teeth, because my teeth, my bottom teeth actually fall right behind my top teeth. So if you look, that they actually almost go right behind my top teeth. So I've always had problems chewing my food. There's certain foods I just can't eat. I mean, I've never been able to take a bite out of an apple head on. I mean, my jaw clicks all the time. I get popping and weird noises in my ears and stuff from my jaw. So anyways, my dentist, so he told me that if I don't get this fixed soon, I'm going to start pretty much losing my teeth, because they're going to start breaking from the impact, because the positioning of my teeth are not in the proper overall position. So, you know, I started looking at jaw surgery, and I'm not going to lie, I was scared. I was like, wow, this is pretty serious. I mean, cutting into my face, cutting into my jaw, bringing it forward, it's definitely a big decision to make. So I've kind of just left it, and I left it for almost maybe about 6 years. So that after about 6 years, I decided that, well, I didn't decide, but just overall health conditions, and my teeth were actually starting to break. So my dentist was right that in the long term it was going to cause me some issues. So that actually my eye tooth started cracking, because the impact of the back tooth, that it just started hitting it so hard. So you know, I was in a little bit of a better financial position to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead with it, and that I said, okay, I'm going to call up my orthodontist and just see what's involved and how much it's going to cost me. And then the financial side of it was always an issue, and I always put it off because of financials. But I mean, at the end of the day, that you're talking about your health. I mean, you're talking about yourself, and you know, that don't ever let the financial the financials just take over how your confidence is going to be. Because I mean, it's something for me that I put off for so long, and you know, now that I've been 2 years in braces, I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm now 30, and you know, when I was 16 is when I found out I first needed the surgery, and I put it off for so long. So I just said, you know what, that I'm sick and tired of waiting, and I'm going to do it. So I went and I seen my orthodontist, and they set me up, and I got molds done. I had to go and meet with my surgeon. And the surgeon is fantastic. He's you know, he's been doing these surgeries for over 35 years now, and I mean, I sat down with him during my consultation, and I felt really comfortable. So it's the biggest thing is you feel comfortable with the person who's going to be dismantling your face. So yeah, but he pretty much had all the answers to any of the questions I had. I mean that I came prepared. I had a notebook with hundreds of questions, and you know, he was actually really surprised with some of the questions I was asking, saying that pretty much a lot of his patients don't ask that. So braces braces was quite a journey at first. When I first got them put on 2 years ago, I had to get my wisdom teeth taken out beforehand, because you have to have your wisdom teeth taken out, especially in the bottom, because that's where they enter inside your mouth to cut your jaw. And you know, when people think about cutting your jaw, they think, okay, they just go in there and they cut your jaw and they bring it forward and put some plates and you have a big space between your bones. But I can tell you, yeah, but I can tell you that I actually thought that at first when I was looking at it, and you know, it's not the case. They actually go in and if you look at your bone as like a sandwich, and you know that you know that inside you have your nerve that goes through. So you know that you have your bone, inside is bone marrow with your nerve, and then the outside is more bone. So basically what they do is they make a cut along this side of the bone at a 45-degree angle, and they make another cut at on the other side of your bone at a 45-degree angle. And basically what they do is, if you look at your jawbone like this, is once they cut it, they slide it forward by the distance that you need to, so you have to bring your lower jaw to your top jaw. And then from there is when they put plates back on, and your bone actually fuses back together in time. So I can tell you that before this I didn't know really much about jaw surgery. Now I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I mean, between watching YouTube videos of people going through it and reading up on pretty much everything there is, I mean that yeah, but it really gave me a clear picture of the overall surgery. So anyways, got my wisdom teeth taken out. That was it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean that it took me about 2 weeks to recover, and after that I got into my braces the 3rd week afterwards. When I first started braces, I mean, you guys can check out my blog, and I'll post my blog webpage down at the bottom of this, so you guys can see my before pictures that I've taken even before braces. But you know, braces was pretty tough to get adjusted to. I mean, especially when they were trying to put the bands around my back teeth, and your bands are basically go in your back molars, and your bands are your anchor point for your wires, so they clip into the back there. So in order to get those bands around your teeth, they need to put these spacers in, and they call them donuts, or they're basically like little balloon tips. You know how they have that round rubber piece at the end of a balloon, and basically they slide those in around your teeth. And they do that for a week, and then if it's not enough room, they add another set that's a little bit thicker, and it spreads your teeth apart so they can make that space just to clamp over top of your teeth. So that was just horrible. I mean, I was on soft foods. I was eating mashed potatoes and scrambled egg. I couldn't eat anything. My teeth were just so sore. And I mean, you got to take in mind your teeth are being kicked out of their homes. So I mean, it's a lot to take in. So that was kind of awkward, to say the least. But after that, they put my brackets on, and that was even difficult, because I mean, you got to take in mind the inside of your lips. I've never felt this metal rubbing up against them before. So you know, the inside of my lips got cut up pretty bad at first. But wax is your friend. I can tell you that wax is your best friend. So use lots of wax. It will help you along. You know, it takes away that rubbing friction against your teeth. But I can tell you that after about 3 months, I mean, the adjustments and the inside of my mouth, I almost like toughened up to it. So now it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I don't feel any pain anymore. I mean, every now and then I get a wire poking in the back, but that's about it. I mean, so the inside of your mouth adapts to the overall position of your mouth. So I mean, if you got this stuff in your, it's funny, yeah, right? It's funny how your body changes to accommodate what's going on in your body at that time. So, anyways, that braces now 2 years, so I'm ready for my surgery. Surgery's April 25th. I'm really nervous about it, but you know, Yeah, but I just want to touch base and just say, that I haven't gone through the surgery, but I've gone through the preparation. And pretty much for the last 2 years, I've been preparing for this surgery. That my orthodontist has been making sure my teeth are in the position and they're ready for the position of when my bite meets for the first time. So, I mean, prior to this, as I said, my teeth were all over the place, and now, I got a nice, perfect arch. See my arch. And same thing in the bottom. I mean, I've been spending the last 2 years doing that, and I can tell you my bite has gotten worse. And the orthodontist said, expect that your bite is going to get worse before it gets better. But I mean, just braces alone, guys, and anyone debating on doing this surgery or debating and going through this, I can tell you from my personal experience that just braces have just changed my life completely. I mean, that prior to braces, I was very shy. I was a nervous person. That everyone knew me as someone who would always just kind of sit back and not say much. And I mean, I was embarrassed for my teeth. I mean, it's not like, hey guys, how you doing? And I mean, growing up, it was the same way. That I mean, I would go to clubs and things like that, and I didn't feel confident overall, so in myself. And since braces, I mean, I'm confident. I mean, especially as far as my my work goes. That prior to braces, I mean that I wasn't able to conduct any group meetings, and I'm in a leadership position as of 2 years ago. I just started my leadership. My leadership position at work. So I mean, it's just changed my life now to where prior to that I was nervous of conducting meetings. Now I don't mind having meetings with 30 to 50 people, and I can go on and talk for hours, and I just feel great overall about myself. And you know what, that but I'm really happy that I decided to go through with this, and I'm not even halfway there. I mean, but I just like to capture just capture my bite as it is right now, so you guys can kind of get an idea. Obviously, you can see that my bottom jaw is back quite a bit. So when they cut it, they're going to bring it forward to line up with my top jaw. But my top jaw is also set back. I mean, if you look at my side profile, that your nose should come in and then should drop down 90 degrees. Mine comes in at a slant, so they're going to bring that forward to get a nice profile there. Hopefully fix my nose while they're at it too, because I could always use that. And so they'll bring my top jaw forward, and then they'll lock that in place, and then they'll do my bottom jaw and line that up. And I'll be wired shut for 6 weeks. I mean, I've seen a lot of cases where people who have just had bands, a couple of bands here and there. They're telling me I'm going to be completely wired shut, liquid diet, everything. So, this is just to capture some profile pictures for documentation for myself, and also for anyone else who's considering doing this, who may have the same type of profile as me. I'm available to answer questions that you guys may have about this. And it's nice to have other people going through this and to have support, because at the end of the day, it's great that your family's supportive of you, but it's always nice to talk to people who are going through it. So so here's my front shot. Here's a side profile, and another side. So that you can see on my overall profile, my mouth. Basically, if you take my profile from this point on, everything looks okay. It's when we start going below to this line here, okay, that we have a little bit of an angle coming in here, so we're going to fix that. And then when we come down to here, it still goes down, so we're going to bring that forward. And then my chin has a little bit of a hook here, so I'm actually going to be getting the genoplasty as well. They're going to be sliding my chin down. But anyways, this won't be my last video. I just wanted to make a quick video, and I'm going to post it on my blog. I'll put my blog website below, so you guys can come check out my blog. Yeah, anyways, I'll make another video when my surgery date gets a little bit closer, because it's nice to talk about it. Alright, so thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you all soon. Ciao.